Welcome back to episode 370 of the Bad Taste Video Podcast. I'm Mike. I'm here with my man Grizz, and we're going into the world of Re-Animator. What even is this? It's like
Re-Animator-verse?
the Re-Animaverse, right? It's like the Lovecraft verse. I like Re-Animaverse. Re-Animaverse is good. Yeah. This week we're heading back into the Re-Animaverse for another homage to the Re-Animator. But first, let's hit that intro. Yeah, dude, this thing's got some fucking good synth soundtrack score, whatever the hell you want to call it. But first, man, what the fuck? I feel like there are so many actual movies just ripping off the Re-Animator. Well, not so many, but at least there's enough where like we could be like, oh, we're doing it again. When really, like, how many like Friday the 13th? Like complete ripoffs are there? Like, does
That's
any?
a good point, dude. There's a lot of those.
Yeah, like there's a ton of them, man. And even just like the Halloween masked killer type thing, there's a ton of those. But it's just so funny, I feel like, because it's such like a specific thing, and they always like actually reference like somebody like Herbert West or like this. In this case, it's Herbert East.
Herbert East is our guy here. But this is like. I mean, this movie in particular is a straight, almost, I mean, it's a ripoff of, I can't even say it's a ripoff.
Inspired by.
So, okay, the thing that I think people will come to realize about this movie is I can't tell if this is supposed to be a serious fucking movie.
No, it's a comedy. It's a horror comedy. It's a horror comedy.
See, it plays pretty close to the line here, dude. I'm going to tell you. Like, this movie is on the edge of being... Yeah, dude, the name Herbert East is fucking hilarious. I get that.
Yeah, Herbert East is the whole thing.
On fucking paper, this movie is definitely funny. It's a comedy, right? But like the tone of the movie minus the low budget gore.
It's French, bro. It's French. By the way, this movie's called The Trepanator from 1992. It's a low budget French. Re-Animator inspired feature. Hour and 18 minutes or something like that. Didn't feel like it took that long though, even though we had to watch subtitles. But what do you think, man? Is it possible to take a movie like this, right? Like The Trepanator, like is it possible to ever make that like homage movie better than the original? Does that ever actually happen?
I can't think. Oh man, like there might be one. I think there's probably like a movie from the 80s that was made that was like an homage to like a fucking 50s or 60s horror film from like the early like sci-fi horror days and shit.
Like the
but Thing. I mean, I couldn't. I'm not that big of a nerd to be like that's the one. But yeah. I'm sure it's happened. But like even so, like even modern times, like it just doesn't ever live up to. There's good ones, but it never lives up to like what the original. Like Re-Animator is the fucking shit, dude. I don't think
it's hard to come anywhere near that. Even when like you're joking around and it's like a horror comedy type thing, very difficult to get people to be like, yo, that movie's fucking great. When like you're stacked against something so classic, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't care if you're
different.
making a movie that's not a Re-Animator ripoff. It's going to be hard to make a movie better than Re-Animator. Like, it really is, to me, one of the best horror movies of all time. To the point where I understand why in France there's a dude who wants to make a movie that's an homage to something that is absolutely fucking awesome. This dude Norbert Moutier, I'm probably going to be close to you. That's pretty good, right?
I like that.
Thanks,
that's pretty
Thank
good.
you. I'm fucking awesome. But that dude is also responsible for a movie that I do like, Agroff. He's like the mad mutilator dude.
Oh, this is the same dude. Oh,
same
shit.
Dude. Yeah, because we've watched that before, man. And like that movie's cool. French hillbilly lumberjack kind of like slasher movie.
Wow.
Real 16 millimeter low budget type of thing. This is much later on, and this is like I think maybe 5 or 6 years after he did that movie. He did another one, dude, called Operation Las Vegas that looks like it's a mercenary CIA agent fucking action movie that I would actually be so into checking out. Like, it looks like the level of action that the Despiser film is on.
Dude.
Like,
I want to see Alien Platoon.
that
Do you see
one
that
also.
one?
Yes.
Major Taylor creates a super soldier who goes rogue due to his insatiable lust for girls and runs amok in the French countryside. Damn, dude, this looks sick. This is an EK movie. This looks like it's fucking... Damn.
He followed up Trepanator with Dinosaur from the Deep, which is actually made in 1993, but it is a futuristic film set in the year 2004.
Wow.
Which I think would be hilarious to go back and watch now to see what this dude thought 2004 would actually look like.
Grizz, I had to look up
dinosaurs and FBI agents. Interesting combination here, dude.
I had to look up what trepanation was. Did you know what like it even means? What the word means?
Like trepidatious?
No, trepanation.
I do not know.
Like what this movie is like named after. Like,
I figured, like, okay, so I'm gonna tell you what I thought it was. We'll see how close it is to that. I was thinking this is a Re-Animator ripoff, right? But it's French. So I'm thinking like this is like a French word for three. So this is like not like the Re-Animation, but like the Re-Animation.
All right, no, that's not it.
I'm way off.
All right, so here's the whole thing, man. This is going to be one of those things where you know what it is, you just didn't know that's what it was called.
Okay.
It's like the act of, like in surgery, cutting a hole in the skull to like relieve pressure, or like back in the day, like, you know, thousands of years ago, like releasing
ghost in his blood. You got to fucking open
pop
the
a
skull,
hole,
dude.
pop a hole in that cranium, you know. So trepanation. But I was like, oh shit, that's what that's called. And guess what? You will never forget that now. You will always remember that because of this movie. Now, I guess like you would call, you know, this movie's can be called that because there's plenty of holes being drilled and cut into skulls and shit. But I feel like this movie, before we get into it and stuff, this movie really does a good job of like the low budget medical horror thing, which it's very hard to do, where I feel like this movie did an even better job than something like Doom Asylum, you know, and I like Doom Asylum, but
Doom Asylum is good.
They did a really good job, like doing, you know, the special effects and making our main Herbert East guy seem like an actual doctor who's like kind of sketchy, doesn't really give a fuck, you know. I think they really did a lot with a very little, you know.
So we kind of talked about this a little bit, me and you. We know Re-Animator Academy. We've covered it before on here. We love the movie. What do you think if we had to put low budget Re-Animator? I hate to use the word spoof because I don't think either one of those movies are actual spoofs. They're just a lower budget take on a similar story.
A spinoff.
A spinoff. much better. It's a friendlier term, dude. It's softer.
Yeah.
What are you taking? Are you gonna go?
Oh,
with the
Trepanator.
Re-Animator again?
Trepanator.
Yeah. I think
dude, all day. This movie. This is the. So I've never heard of this. I've never seen it before.
Yeah,
Knew nothing about it going into it. Didn't even know it was French. Was
funny story about that, dude. You'd ask me what's the language on that movie. So I'm skimming this movie to look for like just a clip so I could see some talking. The only clip that I pull up is the only section of this movie that's English. So
it's literally like 1.5 sentences.
I'm like, oh, dude, it's English. Don't worry about it, dude. It should be fucking easy. So I was way off when I started watching. I was like, oh fuck, this movie's
It's all right. It's all right. Pleasantly surprised, right? We don't really watch too many French films in this on this show, right?
Cemetery Man, we've done that, right?
That's not French. That's fucking Italian.
Not French?
Nah, man, that's Italian.
Wasn't
De La the Demons of the Cave or whatever? Was that French? De Las Demons de la Cave or whatever? Was that a French one? Or was that Spanish? I don't fucking know, man. But I feel like it's not one we really do too much, right? It's not it's not a very visited country for us when it comes to the funny thing about this movie also that really cracked me up is that William Lustig makes an appearance. How did that come about? That's like a real odd fucking thing, right? Like what a crossover. Maniac crossover. And then we got a Maniac Cop fucking reference in the movie too.
And we're going to talk about that when we get into it. That's a fucking weird choice. There's a lot of weird things in this movie, but at the same time, it is played really like all the actors are actually like
pretty good.
Yeah, like they're pretty, and that's why I was asking before, like, is this supposed to be a serious movie or is this supposed to be like a goofy take on it? Because the only thing to me that's goofy about it is like the low budget effects, but they're awesome. They're not done poorly. Like it's just not like big budget fucking Hollywood fucking level or anything, but otherwise, like, dude, the acting is like
pretty good,
all pretty serious, like
pretty fucking like good. Herbert East is great.
Is like pretty convincing as like a doctor and shit. Like he seems greedy and stuff. Like, and that's the difference between I think this and like Re-Animator Academy. Re-Animator Academy is like goofy on the face, like the main character, everybody in the movie is like a goofball at a fucking party and shit like that. Whereas like this is very fucking serious, man. Like this is played like a real movie. Even you had said to me at one point today, you're like, it's like a real fucking movie, right? Real story here.
Well, we say that when like we watch these films and it's like, oh my god, look, it's like kind of semi-professionally done. It's not just like a bunch of kids running around with a camera. This to me has a very similar sense of humor to something like Return of the Living Dead. You know what I mean? Where the movie is still like would fucking scare a little kid. Not that this movie is scary, but like just the there's serious shit going on, but it's also sprinkled with some like dark humor, ridiculous, like over the top type shit that kind of keeps it a little bit like unrealistic and light. You know what I mean?
That's also super gory, which I will give it props to, man. Like we don't cover much French stuff. I don't think there's like maybe I'm wrong. But I don't feel like there's a huge French underground fucking like Germany has and Italy has and stuff. But like
I just know Agroff.
Yeah, exactly. Which is the same fucking dude. Like, what else is like out there? If you guys know, please, fucking send us in the right direction. But like, if this is what the French low budget horror community has to offer, this shit is fucking awesome. Because
I mean, I don't know.
The gore in this movie is superb, man.
I don't want to be that guy, but I think this is one of those ones that's like, the anomaly. This.
This is it. Huh?
Yeah. I never heard of France having like a similar reputation as like German splatter and all that shit, or Italian gore
French
films.
Splatter. Yeah,
haven't seen much frog horror other than the French extremity stuff. Oh, is Martyrs French?
Martyrs is
Martyrs French? Chat. Is Martyrs French?
Yeah, it might be French. I think it could be.
Is it French? Hey, I can
movie.
say that. I had a French bulldog, so I can say that. I would know. I would know. So, Gris, should we hop into this, or you want to?
Yeah, I think we could probably. Yeah, it is. See, it's French, dude.
Hell yeah, it is. You see, I told you I knew. Told you I fucking knew. Me and my Bucky's hat, we can tell these things. Grizz.
Premonition. Yeah.
Grizz.
Yeah.
We. Grizz.
Oi.
No, it's we. Not oi.
I know.
Oi is oi.
Oi is oi. Ska music. I thought we were fucking about.
That's oi. Oi.
Get it going, dude.
We. All right, Grizz. Give us a little rundown of what the Trepanator. No, it's just Trepanator. It's not the. I gotta fucking stop doing that.
Trepanator.
Give us a synopsis of Trepanator.
So Herbert East is an adopted son of a doctor who has gone mad and has died in some way we'll talk about. And he is now left to save the hospital from an incurring debt bill that has been building up. But he has just a plan with a little bit of reanimation. So,
there you go.
Pretty much it. You know?
There you go. Pretty much nothing like the Re-Animator that you know and love. Completely different. The only thing that's kind of the same is that they bring back some dead bodies. Right. That's about it. And there's like a pair of doctors.
A lot of scenes that are like, hey, they did that in Re-Animator. We should fucking do that also.
Oh, that's true. Know? There is the cat. There is a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess there's also some green lighting involved at times. Little, I don't know if that's like an homage or what, but when this movie starts, you kind of get an idea that it's going to be pretty gnarly because they have all those heads on the table, and there's one that's alive.
Doctor, right?
Yeah, this is Herbert East's father. That's who this
Adopted
is.
Father.
No,
right?
This is his real father.
I thought because I thought
yeah. The uncle says that he's adopted. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I think I wonder if that was a.
This?
No. I think that was a mistranslation. I think that I take this as this was his father, because he kind of looks like him too. You know what I mean? They both got the glasses, and he's being a weirdo too. But this like scene of the father's. Laboratory that just so happens to also be like a fucking wine cellar, like a root cellar, right? Real
good place for a lab, dude.
Yeah, this looks like a real House by the Cemetery type vibe, but pretty creepy when you see all these experiments, I guess you could say, right? On the table. Pretty off-putting, like unsettling, I guess the word really would be. All right, like that one's
all moving. I love that.
The one that's moving looks like if you watch Game of Thrones, like when the mountain comes back as a zombie. That's what it looks like.
I thought it looked like Buster.
Is this supposed to be like the Dawn of the Dead guy? Is that supposed to be an homage to?
I think it could just be like a mask that they were able to find that was from.
That looked like a prosthetic. That looked like somebody wearing something. But we get a whole bunch of stuff like that. You see, like they're actually gonna have some decent effects, right? Some decent gore, some Stanny West, his name is really Herbert East. I just had to say that.
True story.
Yeah.
This like jumps off with some pretty cool shit where you're like, oh dude, this fucking guy's like got a whole laboratory full of heads that he's got alive. Kind of remind me of like, Motel Hello or Motel Hell, that fucking
Motel Hello. Is that?
I was thinking of the fucking sign.
That's
with like all the fucking heads buried and shit like that, dude. It's like very similar vibes. But I'm excited when a movie starts this way. I'm like, dude, we're fucking in it.
Well, also you get a view of what the father does for work, right? Like what he's working on. Don't we see a brain removal in the beginning, and it's pretty fucking graphic, right? This is super solid brain removal. I can't even get my fucking words out. Look at that. Removing it's removing the crown. Using like a pair of nippers to like.
Get her open, dude. There we go.
Exposing the pulsating brain, but really,
yeah, I was gonna say, dude, the pulsating is
from personal, firsthand accounts of doing or witnessing autopsies. There's like a film over the brain. It's like a white membrane. Get it, membrane? But yeah, it's not just like sitting there pulsating. I'm just saying, but pretty
pulsating looks nice.
The atmosphere that they build in the beginning of this movie is pretty good. It's like a fucking Are You Afraid of the Dark film, but like if you smoke crack and watched it. It's really effective. I really like it. But this is where we finally see kind of what happened to his father. The cops bust in and they end up shooting him. Right? They shoot him down, and Herbert East gets shipped off to America to his uncle so he can live out his fantasies as a morbid doctor type person. I don't know.
Fantasy.
Here's the thing, Grizz. That like shot of New York City was for sure not New York City, right? Because I could not place that at all.
I was going to ask you.
Definitely not. No, that was definitely just wherever they shot this movie. That was there. That was definitely not New York City. Plus, everybody's speaking French.
Yeah, I was pretty confused. I was like, I don't recognize any of these buildings.
At least the Italians, when they say they're in New York City, they're actually there and they're speaking like they're like, all right, we'll do it in we'll actually do it in English. It's cool. But I thought that was pretty funny. But he's an adult at this point, and he's working at the clinic with, I guess it's his uncle's clinic, right? It's his uncle's practice.
His uncle's in some serious debt. He is getting phone calls, getting threatened to get closed down and shit. So he's making promises that he's got to come up with some cash. But he's got Herbert East. So what more do you need, dude?
Yeah. And unfortunately for him, Herbert East doesn't exactly want to do things by the book, right?
Make that fast cash, and it's usually dirty.
Well, he starts just starts killing patients. Like he breaks this one dude's neck and's like, oh, like he's got no money. We need like beds for people who could pay. That's that's brutal, man. Right? That's pretty fucked up.
Business.
But we see the lengths that Herbert East is willing to go to make this money, right? When there's an old man who comes in for a surgery for a brain tumor, and he instead just starts like hacking him to pieces.
Chainsaw.
Dude, what the fuck happened here? I don't get it. Like he just injected him in the head. With guess,
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
with I guess the serum, is that what that is? Like I don't know, but then he starts
doesn't have the serum.
Well, like he has his own like reanimation shit, doesn't he?
Oh yeah. So I guess wouldn't you like hit him with that after he's dead? Like
I don't know, but he just starts tearing his ass up, and not like in the prison shower type way.
I was gonna say it's a different context here.
Yeah. And I like the uncle, like just like general B-roll. Yeah, like you know that was filmed at a completely different time, right?
Yeah, for sure.
The two assistant nurses just like standing there, like all fucking bored. It's a lot of blood. Like the nurse is not giving a shit. He starts cutting the foot. I like how you can like tell.
Tumor, mind you.
Dude, you can tell that the blade isn't like actually the chain isn't spinning, but there's tons of blood shooting out. I thought that was pretty funny. Awesome. But yeah, he basically just like murders this dude randomly for no real reason, and then tells his wife, "Hey, for $50,000, I'll bring your husband back. I just need a week." Right?
Well, it's even funnier is because like. He doesn't even say an amount yet. She comes like rolling in, being like, "Oh, we took out our entire life savings for him to get this operation," and he's like, "Your entire life saving? How much is that?" And she's like, $50,000. And he's like, "That just so happens to be the price."
Yeah,
him back to life.
What a piece of shit. So yeah, he ends up actually coming through with his promise and brings this dude back to life, but. He's got like that like Pet Cemetery type thing going on where like he's back. He's back, but he's got some issues. He don't talk. He don't do nothing. He just fucking sits there. But he's at like he's at like a family party. No, right? This shit is fucking hilarious. And now here's the problem. There's a slight issue with the procedure because of an unknown reason at this point. Things like spontaneously just explode or combust or whatnot. And I guess that's what contributes to this old guy getting hit in the head with a soccer ball and it basically decapitating him. In broad daylight, which is great.
This is fucking awesome. Might be the scene of the movie.
This guy just sitting there with sunglasses on, enjoying life.
Fucking Jack Nicholson.
Yep. And his head just gets fucking taken off by this ball, the squirting stump.
I think the kids are there. That's awesome.
Look, there's you with no shirt on and the shorts.
Finally, she's got the proof. They can't argue. Something is fucking wrong when his head comes off.
Oh, damn. Somebody working the Twisted show tonight? Yeah, I don't know, though. I thought there's beef between Twisted and, like, ICP.
We can't say whoop whoop to that crowd anymore.
Yeah.
You're not psychopathic anymore.
Sorry. That's a bummer. Yeah, I don't know. We're down with the clown on this podcast, right? That's where we're...
Just loyal.
Whoop, whoop. So now... There's a whole thing in this movie that Grizz and I had spoken about off the air because we were both kind of confused about what the fuck was going on. They have a segment where there's the president of the United States having a debate with, I guess, you know, it's the Republican and the Democrat representatives going at it at a debate. And eventually they get into a fist fight and the one candidate dies of a heart attack. And me and Grizz on the first watch of this were like, yo, what was the fucking point of that? That was so random.
What the fuck is happening?
There is a whole fucking... I have no idea why I didn't understand this the first time, but there's a whole subplot where Herbert East is also going to make money by implanting the brain of this... Well, this guy is the winner of the presidential election. He just hasn't become the president yet. I guess he's not sworn in yet. But he's going to put this dude's brain into like a financial
the nephew of that guy.
Yeah, he's like a financial manager, like a mogul of some sort. And no, I think it's his son.
It's his son. I think it's his family member.
It's his son. And like you see him like he's sitting in the waiting room and all this shit. And like this is a whole thing where like they're going to put this valuable brain in this dude that is, I guess they kind of make it seem like he's like a kind of an asshole, right? Like,
well, that's like, honestly, I mean, it's kind of like the main plot of this movie where that's how the hospital is going to be making this money is they're selling brain upgrades to people where you don't have to have like this, your dumb boyfriend who plays football. You can get him a brain upgrade and he could be a genius for X amount of money, and they do the fucking this brain transplant, and this like basically turns out to be the whole like division between the doctor and his uncle and stuff. Is the uncle's been doing his experiments on this same kind of thing and just hasn't. They've come to different points at different times, basically, where like the uncle's putting a fucking cat brain in a monkey,
dude, that whole thing, and then he's like he's a man eating or a flesh eating monkey, and they show
like B-roll
of like the cutest little monkey just like eating something like
it looks like a piece of fruit too.
Yeah. It's like eating a watermelon thing like a.
I was like, oh, he's adorable.
It's so fucking funny. But yeah, this is like part of the whole thing, right? And it turns out that there's a serum, right, that was missing from Herbert East's shit. And this is why there's
volatile.
Yeah, it makes her very body meltish, right? Go back and listen to that episode. But this is where we kind of see, like, yet again, somebody's like playing, like, is this ethically okay, or not? We don't know. Who are we to say? If you let me in your researches, Herbert, I will let you use the serum. Listen to Reason's voice. We'll see. And Herbert East fights him. It's also like slaps the body's head for some reason. Oh, slices the ear off.
His ear off.
Yeah. Beware.
Drop the fucking serum.
Dude,
which is also another key point here, because that's the only serum there was, and the only person that knows how to make it is the uncle, and he didn't write any notes down. It's only kept in his brain. Well, we know the fucking main plot of the movie is that this dude's all about fucking swapping some brains out. So it's like, dude, this just sets up, like, the actual story of this like just flows really well for like what it is. After you can like, you gotta lock in on this movie though. Like, you gotta read subtitles. You can't be
gotta pay
looking
attention.
At your phone and
you gotta pay attention.
I was trying to do the first time. You gotta fucking lock
because you're gonna be watching this movie and all of a sudden you're gonna have a Maniac Cop reference and you're gonna say, "What the fuck?"
Why?
Bill Lustig, literally in this movie, having dreams. And dude, this is like an awesome sequence though.
No, it's trippy as fuck, dude. It's super cool.
Like a shitty Cordell, like a shittily done Cordell, in that like purplish pink lighting.
Yeah, it's a little off, obviously. The face is crazy, but like,
dude, I fucking love it. I love it. Cop. And then he's got lines in the movie. Who's this patient? He's a horror movie director. He has atrocious nightmares where a maniac cop is stalking him.
Terrible nightmares.
This dude's straight out of the fucking Bronx, and he's in this movie in France. Like, Jesus. I love that though. That was I still don't know why he's in it, how he's in it. He must have did it like was he over there for like sequence? Yeah, like was he over there for cans or something? And like, did they write that sequence because they knew he was coming, or was that already in there and they asked him
with the effects? Maybe. I mean, I don't know. There's lots of things that could have been.
I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. There's an assistant, and throughout this whole thing.
Dude, he's the best, man.
He's like an Igor. Yeah, it's like an Igor type dude for Frankenstein.
The gore, dude. He's the fucking man.
Now he was
treated like shit.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. He was asked to work on his day off, and he's like, "Yo, man, I haven't eaten. I'm hungry as fuck. Like, I got to get out of here. Wendy's is not 24 hours anymore. It closes at midnight. It's like 11:30. I don't want to be that guy either, you know." And Herbert East is like, "Yo, you got to stay. I'm going home. Fuck you, man. I'm your boss."
There's an important operation in the morning. You got to clean this up tonight, basically.
So, our man, our assistant decides, fuck it. I'm gonna have a little snackski in the lab. I'm gonna, meat's meat. Man's got to eat.
There we go.
And he decides to fry up one of the brains.
I love it, like a Bunsen burner.
Yeah. That's like a camping stove, right? That's like it's like my Coleman.
Those little Colemans, yeah.
A Coleman green gas stove. But he's frying up a brain, and it just so happens he fries up the politician's brain, and he's eating it.
Here comes Herbert East. He's gonna be so mad.
Herbert East looks like one of my first urologists that I had. He's got that look. Yeah. Did you say you got stones in your bone? Bro, that sucks. You got stones in your bone.
That's what I would say if I was a urologist.
But this is like where we get a whole thing where, like, now he abuses the assistant, and the assistant tries to get back at him. Unfortunately, he's a little simple, so he allows Herbert East to kill him, like pretty much lays down for it. Yeah. But unfortunately, everybody that Herbert East killed comes back to life as a zombie. We don't
like a Re-Animator. Where
yes.
They have like a big.
Well, actually, there's that scene with the morgue, right? The zombies in the morgue.
Oh yeah, because like who is the girl that comes?
It's just some random girl who's friends with one of the nurses or something.
Yeah.
And she's coming to get her boyfriend's brain swapped.
Oh, she's like, the football player. She's coming to get, he's like the dummy or whatever. Right?
Yeah. And they're in the morgue just fucking around, like just looking at stuff. And like we get a Re-Animator, like a real Re-Animator scene here. It's her friend. She is. Linda.
Slit wide open.
They also had to have the comment that, ooh, this one has a boner. And the assistant comes back, and he's probably the most aggressive of all the zombies, right?
Yeah, he is. He's a little quicker.
Linda escapes, though. Not Linda. This woman escapes.
Yeah,
she makes it out. Good for her. She just runs and keeps on running. Right? Don't fucking wait for the boyfriend. Don't see what's going on. Just get the fuck out of there. And unfortunately, this dude has the ability to basically decapitate himself at will and use his head as a projectile.
So this is also, like, if you think about it, an homage to Re-Animator for sure, with the dad getting his head pulled off and then thrown into the fucking, with the cop running out the door. It's pretty much the same, except for he's doing it himself.
It looks pretty good, right?
It looks awesome. I love this, honestly.
He like twists his head off. Yeah, it's got all the meat on the bottom, and he launches that thing at the wall. It leaves a big splatter. It's like another doctor that's like working there. That's like supposedly like the only good one, right? I mean,
obviously, the Re-Animator splatter is better because they used like a bunch of like fucking raw meat and like threw it at the fucking wall.
Oh, so
yeah. A lot of that raw meat stuck on the
looks like a gas station bathroom at 2 a.m., right?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like
brutal.
Yeah. Whereas this one just has a little bit of chunk on the wall where it could have been a little chunkier for my taste. But like, all in all, it's still the neck there when he rips the head off.
Looks good. Looks
great,
good.
Dude.
Looks like a Dr. Dreadful thing, as we mentioned last week, right?
Really good,
but eventually they come after Herbert Weist. Herbert Weist.
Weist, baby. Yeah.
Damn. That's his brother, Herbert Weist. But they eventually attack Herbert East.
He gets giant syringe that they fucking get him.
It's like giant, like caulking gun.
They film it. This is the fucking cat. This is fucking awesome.
The bisected cat gets his turn too. Attacks him.
Get him over here. The cat fucks him up, dude. It's so fucking oh, dude, I love it.
There's a comment at one point that the uncle makes because he's like, why is the cat so loud? And he's like, because it's hungry and it's angry and it's letting its brain know. It's like, it's supposed to be that the cat's talking to its brain that's in the fucking monkey. Damn, bro. Damn. So, Herbert East basically gets a maniac ending where all his creations come back to get him. But before he dies, he says, my brain must be saved. And then we get a flash to the future.
Football player.
And we see the football player, but it's not his brain. It is Herbert East's brain. Now, here is something that I still don't get. Who the fuck is this? They walk into this restaurant with a chainsaw and literally just fucking cut the top of his head off.
It is one of the film this, I think, dude.
Yeah, the guy's like, oh!
She's screaming.
The person reaches in, takes out the brain, and just like walks away, just like casually. Yeah, and like the ending thing is like you like being in that point of view of that person getting into the elevator and the doors closing, and that's the Trepanator or whatever.
Who would steal the brain? Like, I'm trying to think who was
I don't know.
The uncle?
Oh, maybe it is the uncle.
Because the uncle dies, and he takes the uncle's brain, but I don't think we ever see him put the brain into anybody.
Could be in somebody. It could have been omitted. I don't know. Maybe it's the other doctor.
Oh, the fucking one that was running out the door when the fucking head got thrown at him.
Yeah, maybe it's him.
He's like,
I like
want
that.
this shit to continue, you know?
Yeah,
open-ended.
Yeah, never got a sequel. We're gonna have to ask him. Yeah, what happened, man?
What's up with Trepanator 2, dude?
Trepanator 2. That sounds like more like an action movie, if you ask me. But Grizz, Trepanator, man, what do you think? What are your final thoughts on this? I think it was awesome. Man.
Yeah,
who would have thought?
Not what I think either one of us expected, to be honest with you. I don't even think we knew it was really going to be this heavy of a Re-Animator thing. You know, I just skimmed through a little bit of it on online where I found it, and I was like, dude, this thing looks pretty wild. There's some cool gore, and then we started watching it, and I was like, wow, this is so leaning into the Re-Animator stuff that I love. The ending of this movie really ramps up and just kind of just fucking starts swinging for the fucking fences. Really, this is a fucking 10 out of 10, man. This is great.
I agree. I fucking love this one. I've never seen, there is a VHS of this. I've never seen it. And there's definitely not going to be one in English, so you're better off just watching it on YouTube with the auto subs. They fuck up sometimes. They're like a little off in places, but it's good enough. Yeah, it's fucking good enough. But Grizz, next week, next Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we continue on our trip of rehashing old episodes into the video world. But we are covering an absolute classic, a Jim Van Beber classic, Deadbeat at Dawn from 1988. One of our favorites, one of my favorites, that's for sure.
Has to be done on YouTube. You know, we gotta bring it over for the video.
We need the clips. We need the video shit. Dude, this movie is 10 out of 10 before we even
get there. We know
just,
what it is.
Just let you know, this movie's a 10 out of 10. Fucking wild. If you want to watch it ahead of time, I think it's actually available on Tubi at the moment. It's definitely worth seeing. But you can hear us talk about it.
Fucking dial it in, dude. Fucking watch that movie.
Yeah, but you can hear us talk about it next Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/video podcast. And Grizz, it's time we head over to the wide world of metal. And what do we have this week?
Dude, I am super excited about this week's find. This is a band called Sewer Hall, all the way from Denmark. This is just really good fucking hardcore grinding gore grind, fucking perfect metal in my opinion, dude. This album is called Torso Mangled Beyond Repair. Great fucking name, and I think we might as well just start out with the name track just so we can fucking get into it and give some people some idea here. Fucking two-piece, dude. So good.
I think you a fucking two-piece, man.
Yeah, that's the job. Killer glass beats.
This is fucking sick. Yeah, I was saying the Grizz before this episode. Like, this is what I was trying to do with the meat grinder. These dudes fucking perfected it, though.
So good. The vocals on here, so I absolutely love, man.
Oh, Danny West. I just watched Redneck Zombies again last night. When are you gonna cover? When are you guys covering the tobacco, man?
Wow. I haven't fucking thought about that movie in a while.
Yeah, I have not watched that movie in fucking years, so I don't know. Well, that we got a lot of other stuff to do first, unfortunately. I just knocked Grizz off the train here.
Oh yeah, I forgot what we were doing. All right, so yeah, doing a show. All right, so yeah, Sewer Hall, man. Also, that fucking artwork for this album fucking rules. But yeah, I this is just, in my opinion, like perfect, man. You have like the production's not like super like pristine, but it's not like dirty either. It's that like perfect middle ground of like really heavy. The guitar tone is just like down tuned and fucking in your face. This is like you were just saying, man. This is like what I feel like you were trying to do. Like, and what you were doing was incredible, but this is like that on steroids, dialed the fuck in, man. Let's go with the sewer authority here. I love that fucking snare sound.
What do they play? You said it's two dudes?
Yeah, so there's one dude who's the guitar, bass, and vocals, and then one dude who does drums and vocals.
That's it. I thought it sounded like a real drummer.
Yeah,
if it's programmed, it's programmed really well. That's for damn sure.
No, that's 100% fucking legit drums. And I love it too because like there's two vocal deliveries on this stuff. There's like that really good guttural. Then there's sections that are just like fucking high end screechy kind of fucking delivery vocals, which I get into both of those kind of stuff, man. This is like this reminds me of like really like late 2000, like 8 2009, like good fucking, you know, hardcore, like really fucking awesome stuff from which is also coming out of this area of like Denmark and stuff like that. This area has just been crushing this stuff forever, and I'm happy to see like a revival with this band Sewer Hall right now. I saved my favorite track on this one for last though, and this is a Brain Drain.
Ooh, I like that. Oh no! How did it end up down here? Oh, how'd you end up there?
Yeah, there it is, Steve.
There it is.
Yeah, that vocal is sick right there.
Dude, they're doing the pinch harmonics, the quick ones.
Dude, we talked about it last week, and I was like, when I heard that part, I was like,
"Fuck yeah!"
Mike's gonna
there it is. There it is.
Dude. Got the pinch harmonics in it.
Dude, that shit's sick.
Yeah, and this is cool too for just being a two-piece, man. Having these guys come in and just like crush an album like this. It's 5 tracks. Torso Mangled Beyond Repair. Great fucking name for this album. You can get it on their Bandcamp. It is on Spotify. I immediately put it on my my playlist over there. Yeah, dude, Sewer Hall, really fucking cool band. They do have another album or EP or whatever you want to call it that's out before this one too that you can check out. So get into all this fucking stuff, man. This stuff is cool as fuck.
Hell yeah, hell yeah,
hell yeah, dude.
Snare sounds like a couple garbage cans. Mean that in the best way. Yeah, man. I'm a Saint Anger snare drum fan for life.
I'm a fan of that sound whenever it's not done by Metallica.
Dude, I love
that in any fucking grindcore band though, and I want that ping all fucking day.
Did you watch that documentary when it like first came out?
Some Kind of Monster.
Yeah, did you see that when it first came out?
100%.
What'd you think? Was that like such a turnoff for you? Like when you were like,
like I would say like first of all, it's my dad's favorite band. So I grew up listening to like all the fucking older stuff, like Kill 'Em All and Ride the Lightning and Justice for All and shit like that. So I totally fucking I thought Metallica was pretty cool for a long time, man. And then I saw that. And at that point in time, they'd already done like Garage Inc. and they'd cut the fucking hair off.
Yeah, but that's fine. That meant nothing to us. Like that was
absolutely not I thought it sucked. As someone who I thought like rockers at the time had long hair, like I wanted to grow my hair out because I thought it was fucking cool. Like definitely thought it was a little weird, but it was the 90s. I got it. But then yeah, dude, that really was like the end. Like specifically. Because at that same time period is like that whole Napster thing going on. So like you're getting these two like very different looks into Metallica that you hadn't seen before, and really into Lars Ulrich that you hadn't seen before. And what a fucking tool this fucking guy was. So I think that's what and dude, he is on full display tooldom in fucking Some Kind of Monster. Like,
well, it's like
the tantrum of he left the band is one of the best fucking tantrums of all time.
Dude, it's such a wild thing to see like these grown men like being so babies. Like fucking just childish. about band shit. Like when Lars is the one that's speaking like rationally, it's like, man, where am I? Like he was my least favorite out of everybody. And
imagine coming into that band as a new member and being like, I have to
tiptoe around this. Yeah, you gotta tiptoe around this shit.
Yeah,
bunch
I have
of
to try
fucking
to blend into all of this fucking madness, dude.
And it's so funny because like they're no longer like these tough metalhead guys. They're like, all of a sudden now like James is like a prima donna type fucking like, no, we said we were gonna record from noon till 2 and then I was leaving. My recovery is what it's like, bro. Dude, you're like 50 years old. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, stop being a baby about this shit. Like, stop complaining every chance you get about fucking everything. You're Metallica.
If fucking 19-year-old you could fucking see you, he would fucking kick your ass because you've wanted this. You wanted to reach that level so bad your whole life as like growing up to be a rock star, and like you've created a band that's probably one of the biggest bands in the world.
Yeah, it's like,
and you're gonna fucking be a bitch.
It's like, dude, just admit that you couldn't think of anything at the time, that you had fucking writer's block, and you just couldn't come up with anything, that you were going through some shit.
And you should have taken how many hits?
Yeah, they should have just. They should have taken a break. I mean, like the stuff now, like not that I'm a fan of it, but like the newer stuff, at least sounds like Metallica songs.
Better.
Yeah, it sounds like a Metallica song now, at least. But like,
okay, but now consider the time period of Saint Anger, because that's a time when like a lot of fucking bands were just trying to something new to fit in, but that's typical, dude.
Yeah, but the other bands still like, dude, like the Slayer shit from that time still was heavy. It still sounded like Slayer. They still did the Slayer shit. I mean,
the new metal Slayer stuff, dude.
That was it. That was before that. At that time when like Saint Anger came out, like that was like, wouldn't that have been like the fucking like Bloodlines era, like Slayer?
Sure, but I'm saying
like Queen of the Damned era.
You're talking 2 or 3 years apart here, though, dude. Like, that's really not that much time difference between when it was new metal Slayer and when they put out a heavier album. Like, it's all in that same early 2000s context we're talking here. And dude, like, but that's not even just like a 2000s thing. Because look at Rob Halford in the fucking 90s trying to be fucking Phil Anselmo. Like, he dressed just fucking like the guy. So it's like, it always is just like that older band trying to stay relevant, trying to be what's contemporary.
Just do
you.
Yeah.
We love you for what you do, not for what you're trying to become that's relevant now.
That's why I love King Diamond, man.
Absolutely, dude. That's why the king is the fucking king. He's never wavered, dude.
No. Fuck that shit, man. I want to hear 1985 Slayer. I don't want to hear 2005 Slayer. Right?
Oh.
Actually, that's not true because that album was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I can't.
And that's, I guess, like the problem with me is that like by the time like I knew what Slayer was for so long, but like I never bought into it because like it was that time period where I was like, all the Slayer stuff I'm hearing fucking sucks. Yeah. So it's like I wasn't trying to dig deeper into like what Slayer was in 1985, like
you already gave up.
2005, they fucking sucked,
Yeah.
So
I got you. Well, I really do think that like no band should ever make a documentary if you're having trouble like that. I think that's a terrible look.
So bad.
It might be okay in like other genres, but for like metal bands, like don't do it, man. It ain't. No matter what Instagram and all that shit and TikTok tells you, like sometimes just keep that shit to yourself.
Well, it's like, look at like, do you remember the Lamb of God DVD?
Oh, that shit was awesome.
It was, but you came away from that being like, Randy's a fucking alcoholic, dude.
Well, like, they look bad. Shit. They all looked like they were alcoholics in that shit. Yeah, they all look
Randy
fucked up.
Specifically, like there's times you couldn't fucking walk on that fucking thing. You're like, how? Like, how's this dude doing?
Do you know who had the best ones? Who had the best
Black
ones?
Dahlia.
No, better.
The Black Dahlia blue DVDs were pretty fucking fun.
Dude, you ever see the fucking Pantera ones?
Oh, dude, the Pantera.
Those
like
are the
Pantera 3, the home videos,
the vulgar video shit, dude. Oh man, those are the best behind the scenes things, and it's because like
partied like Pantera, dude.
Yeah, and it's so weird because like they would get into spats or whatever, but like it never came across the same way as like Saint Anger.
Sloppy as the other stuff was. Yeah, like it still felt like a brotherhood. Like it felt like a bunch of dudes who were in a fucking band.
Yeah,
arguing about some shit.
Not a bunch of rich fucks,
fucking assholes. Yeah, with fucking Rolexes on.
Even though Kurt came out looking pretty likable in that.
He's the most fucking dude. I felt bad for Kurt Hammett after fucking.
Yeah.
He's like, he just wants to read his comic books and fucking play guitar, dude. Like, you can't fucking fault the guy.
Here's the thing with Kirk Hammett. I think he's good at writing songs. I think he's a good guitar player and stuff. Do I think he's like a guitar god? No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. And I think because he was in Metallica, he got pushed into that, and that's like not his personality. He's into horror movies. He's into like fucking, just playing and all that shit.
I don't think
like
his skill set is that of a horror or of a metal gods either, though, of a guitar gods. He's a great guitar player, but I don't think his solo writing is up to par with some of the greats. He's not a Van Halen or a Dimebag. I don't think he can hold a candle to those guys, man.
Yeah, well, I usually do it by, can I play it? If I can play it, then
probably not that good.
I'm not that impressed. If I can play it, not that impressed. I'm pretty good, guys. I'm no slouch, but that's how I always like. Can I rip it in like a fucking? If I can learn it within an hour, like.
Pass.
But I gotta say, I could play all that Chuck Schuldiner shit, and it's like, well, he is a pretty good fucking guitar player. Can't rip the James Murphy stuff right away. That takes me a few days to learn. But we really, I still gotta say, I met Dimebag. He was awesome. It was a life-changing experience. Hold on.
Gonna go grab something. Oh, I know what he's grabbing right now.
I got. Wipe it down.
Look at this. Look at young Mikey here.
Dude, I was in high school here. I was maybe in like 10th, maybe 11th grade, 12th grade. I don't know. Yeah, well, Look, I towered over him. I was towering over him even at that time. He was a little dude, but he was super nice. He could tell I was fucking nervous as hell.
I can imagine like you and fucking like a sophomore, you fucking super fucking nervous, dude.
Yeah, being like, oh fuck, man, what am I gonna say to this guy? And this is when like he hated Phil Anselmo too and shit. So he's like talking shit about Phil. I'm like, oh my god. All right, Grizz, I think that just about wraps it up for this week. Where could they find you on the internet?
You can find me on Instagram at Kane_enabler.
And you can find me at Bad Taste Video, and you can find everything we do at www.badtastevideo.com. We stream live every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@badtastevideopodcast. But if you can't catch it live, you can always go after the fact to our channel there, and we have all the live streams up. Unlike when we were on, what the hell's the other one, Twitch? Dude, we should just try to do Twitch, like multi-stream on Twitch, and see how long it takes to get kicked off.
It would be 2 episodes. We should have like a Twitch pool where it's like how
it's like
long
a Deadpool. Yeah. But yeah, we also release this in podcast form every Thursday morning, wherever podcasts are found. But it's way more fun to just watch the clips, especially when they're in another language. And you can't really understand what the fuck the people are saying. But Grizz, next week we will be covering Deadbeat at Dawn, a Jim Van Beber classic. If this one doesn't make you want to do fucking karate and fight in a graveyard, then nothing will. So get ready, man. Polish up that bike. So when Jim Van Beber comes out of the fucking cemetery, he could steal it from you after kicking your ass.
He would too.
Yeah, fuck yeah, he would. All right, Grizz, is there anything else that you want to mention?
No, let's get the fuck out of here, man.
All right, let's do it. All right, we will see you next week with Deadbeat at Dawn.